Reports came out yesterday that the Joey Baseman administration plans to spend $86 million of taxpayer money on hotel rooms at the Mexico border to house migrant families. I bet there's a lot of veterans. I bet there's a lot of American veterans and American citizens that could really use and appreciate those hotel rooms instead of these, quote, migrant families. At this point, I can't figure out if the Joey Baseman administration just thinks we're dumb or knows we won't pay attention. Either way, they're slapping us in the face with it. But yeah, who cares about the veterans? Who cares about the fact that Joey Baseman openly welcomed these people with open arms? These people in this administration are off their rocker, dog. Aside from Joe being not all there, which is more than obvious to pretty much any single person paying attention, but if they want to claim that this dude is actually sentient and aware of what is going on, then this dude's a psychopath. He's been saying things that welcome these migrants since the very beginning of when he started running for president. For Christmas sake, he said that they deserve free healthcare, free education, free stimmies, the right to vote. I mean, what are we talking about? How much of an invitation did they need? They were like, yep, we're going. And then when this Weekend at Bernie's barely alive human being gets interviewed by Democratic operative George Snuffleupabeans, he's just like, maybe the migrants are coming because they think I'm a nice guy. Not Joe. They don't think you're a nice guy. They know you're not going to do anything about it. They know you're going to buy him a freaking hotel room for Christmas. These psychopaths think these people are stupid. They don't even care. They don't even care that children are being carried over the border, the kidnappings in Mexico. This is absolutely nothing short of a major crisis. The human trafficking and the toll on actual human life that is happening as a result of this crisis at the border is insanity. And now they're buying them hotel rooms? God! Reports have been coming out that they're paying thousands of dollars a head to traffic these children over the border. Yet Jen Circlebacky has the audacity to say it's a crisis and then circle back and be like, oh, it's a challenge. It's a challenge at the border. No, it's not a challenge, Jen. Also, you suck at your job. But it's not even just Circlebacky. It's every single person in the Joey Baseman administration. They won't even call it a crisis. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. All these euphemisms because they just know that people aren't going to pay attention. This is a tragedy unfolding in real time. But whatever, they know we won't pay attention. They know most people don't care anyway, so they're just like, yep, it's a challenge, whatever, it's no big deal. Meanwhile, the entire world saw Joey Baseman try to sprint up the stairs onto Air Force One and slip and fall 3 times. And the White House's deputy press secretary had the audacity to blame it on the wind. Yeah, you gotta love the audacity of these people. They're like, don't worry, everybody's dumb. I'm sure most people haven't climbed stairs or experienced wind. They won't know. It was windy. Everyone's like, okay. Meanwhile, 2021 seems to be the year of children just being spared at absolutely any expense with no concern whatsoever, as in Canada, a man has been jailed for referring to his biological daughter as a girl. The Supreme Court in British Columbia has ordered that a 14-year-old biological girl start to receive testosterone injections without obtaining parental consent. So this 14-year-old biological girl that decided that she is a boy is getting these testosterone injections, much to the dismay of her parents. And the court said that if she is referred to as with female pronouns or addressed by her birth name, that they would be considered guilty of family violence. Well, there you have it. We have reached peak insanity. I can't imagine being this girl's father or boy's father or whatever. Apparently, speaking is illegal, and this guy had to go to jail for it. Let us not forget that a 14-year-old person cannot get their ears pierced, get a tattoo, drive a car, vote, buy a can of spray paint, buy cigarettes, or see an R-rated movie. Yet this same 14-year-old person can decide whether or not they want to inject themselves with testosterone to change their gender without parental consent at that exact same age. Cool. Meanwhile, because everything is hypocrisy and who cares about what people actually say and do, The Joey Baseman administration has decided to suspend, resign, or place in remote work a variety of staffers for past marijuana use. Recreational marijuana is legal in a variety of U.S. states, but who cares about that? The Joey Baseman administration, when he was trying to be the leader of the free world, said that he wanted to legalize marijuana, and his own clown shoe, Krusty, the clown vice president, pseudo-president, we know she's the president because this guy's basically dead, admitted on the Breakfast Club years ago that she smoked marijuana herself. Cool. Is Krusty gonna resign? Yo, that is priceless. You could just... Yo, you can't make this stuff up, man. You gotta love the smell of hypocrisy in the morning. So you can just pound a handle of vodka every night and just eat handfuls of Xanax, and you can work here, no problem. But if you smoked a little schneef in the past, you're out. Meanwhile, Forbes and every mainstream news outlet can't seem to get enough of this Asian hate narrative that they just love dragging around right now, because that's their primary focus. Who cares about all the other things that matter? Let's make this a thing. And because these insane people just can't seem to get the taste of Donnie out of their mouth, they blame every single thing imaginable on this dude that's not even in office. As now a supposed study came out that linked all of this Asian violence to Donnie. They blame it on Donnie. You gotta love it. Oh, and they love just being like, a study suggests, and that's just a pure fact. What's this study that somehow links this to Donnie? Interesting. Let's see. What does Forbes have to say? So many facts. A tweet by former President Donald J. Baseball referring to the Corona clap as the Chinese virus was linked with a rise in anti-Asian content on Twitter, new research has found. What? In March 2020, Donnie Baseball tweeted something that referred to the Corona clap as the Chinese virus, whatever, and supposedly that led to anti-Asian hashtags on the platform to rise precipitously. Oh, what's so priceless about this is exactly what Big Blue and these insane human beings love to do. They connect things that are not related by just finding evidence that suggests that they are, and then being like, yup, it's a fact. China is a place. China is a country. Saying that something is related to the country that was the origin of it is not racist. It's not anti-anything. It's a place, number one. So saying China or Chinese just means relating to the country of China. In addition to that, it is so funny how casually all of these mainstream media outlets forget that every major news outlet, every news anchor, every newspaper, every magazine, everybody was referring to this by the name of the place and then what it is. Originally it was Wuhan, whatever. It's the same thing. And they were all doing this right at that exact time. Also, this thing was declared a global pandemic in March 2020, in the exact same month. They are tying and blaming this to Donnie for something that happened around the entire planet at the exact same time, yet they are tying and blaming responsibility for all of this stuff on something that happened at the exact same time as many other things. These people in the mainstream media have absolutely no self-awareness and no soul. These people will blame anything on anyone that fits their narrative. It is disgusting. And one of the greatest legacies of Donnie Ballgame is that he's shown a light on all of this obvious and horrendous hypocrisy and horrible supposed journalism. They're now taking this exact same narrative and blaming the shootings in Atlanta on this, when there is absolutely no evidence to suggest that what that guy did was racially motivated. The guy himself said it wasn't, and they're like, nope, he can't say that. He can't say what he did. He can't explain his own actions with them not saying, nope, it's this. This is our narrative. This is what it is. Everybody gobble it up. The FBI director and the shooter shooter himself said that this was not racially motivated, yet a U.S. senator is saying that it is. And an article in NBC News, suspect in Atlanta area attacks say they weren't racially motivated. Experts say he doesn't get to decide. What? And as these mainstream media lunatics and quote experts pull out specific comments that the police officers said in these press conferences and absolutely smash this story into a million different pieces so it fits the narrative that they want, let us all just be reminded that you pretty much can't trust anything. The hypocrisy is so thick. The world is upside down and everything is in fact a hot bag of garbage.